a man accidentally discovered his uncle in his 50s was secretly keeping a beautiful woman in a vegetative state at home. The moment he saw the girl, he instantly recognized her. She was his private tutor who had gone missing 5 years ago. 5 years ago, his parents had hired her to help improve his grades. She spent countless unforgettable nights guiding him to motivate him to study hard. She promised if he made it into the top 10 of the class, she would give him a big reward. So he burned the midnight oil every night and finally made it into the top 10. But just when he was excited to claim his reward, she was hit by a car on the street. From that day on, she vanished from his life. 5 years passed, and he always thought she had died. Until one day, he went to visit his uncle with his parents and saw a strange man secretly giving his uncle money. The man also said he wanted to come back and try again next time. He was puzzled by what he heard, so out of curiosity, he went to the room where his uncle and the man had just been and saw the person lying in bed was his missing tutor. Facing the family's questions, his uncle claimed she was a distant relative who became a vegetable after a car accident 5 years ago. With no one to care for her, he kindly took her in to nurse her. His family didn't think much of it, but just as he turned to leave, he saw her hand move slightly. He quickly told his uncle what he saw, but the uncle insisted he was seeing things and kicked him out of the room. That night he couldn't sleep, so he went to the second floor hallway for some air and saw his uncle bringing several strange men into the house. As soon as they entered, they began haggling over the price, saying she was just a vegetable and not worth that much. But the uncle smirked and said there's nowhere else they could find a woman like her. They were soon convinced and followed him into the room, worried she might be in danger. He rushed downstairs to stop them. His uncle opened the door, saw him, and immediately looked grim. Before he could say anything, his uncle slammed the door in his face. Just then his aunt came over after hearing the noise. When he questioned her, she explained those men were doctors, there to do acupuncture and massage for the girl. But he didn't believe it, so he secretly hid on the second floor and eavesdropped on their conversation, only to find out they suspected he had discovered the truth. He turned pale upon hearing this, to uncover what was happening in the room. The next day, he had a friend buy a hidden camera. Then while his aunt wasn't paying attention, he slipped sleeping pills into her water. Soon she passed out. He seized the chance to steal the keys and unlocked the door to the mysterious room. But what he saw inside left him frozen. She was lying perfectly still on the bed. Her beauty completely captivated him. Just as he was about to lose control, his uncle's voice suddenly came from outside. He quickly pulled out the camera, looked around the room, and finally hid it on top of the air conditioner. Just then the uncle reached the door, but as he was about to knock, the man appeared behind him. His uncle relaxed upon seeing him and warned him sternly never to enter that room without permission again. Later that night, as he was getting ready for bed, he suddenly heard his uncle and aunt arguing downstairs. His aunt yelled that he must never go into that room again, but the uncle ignored her and walked into the room with a basin of water. Determined to find out what his uncle was doing, he immediately turned on the hidden camera. What he saw his uncle doing inside filled him with rage, but just then, his aunt walked in.